Okay. That's unusual and interesting. Leather is quite valuable. Okay. Algae. Yuck. I am not attacking the trader. What are you, psycho? Alright. Let's get going. How are we doing here, people? We are trying to cut our way into this glade. A little at a time. Food is low. Ooh, that could be an issue. Alright, let's trade with the trader a bit. Oh, Jorg's... she just left. Dang. Oh, I see. Eggs are running down. Okay. Who's working this one? We've got 2 guys on this one. Producing meat and fish. Go ahead and get that going. The field should be harvesting food pretty quick here. Let me see what I've got in my stores. Building materials are fine. Crafting resource. I have 60 flour. I should do something with that. I also have 24 packs of provisions. My wood is low, so we have to wait for the wood to get done in order to do packs of provisions. So once we have the wood back up, then we can do that. Let me see, a cookhouse I think is in order. We're making biscuits and porridge. But before that, we need a new small warehouse right here. All right. So we're going to do one thing at a time. A little bit of eggs here. Our population has outgrown our food production. We're going to have to deal with that. Still working on wood. Little at a time. Just have to breathe. I know. I'm working on it. We should stop making packs of provisions for now. Go ahead and don't do this for now. We have enough. And we need the food more than anything. Jerky supply is running down. Make bricks. Making planks like crazy. Alright, so let's see here. Now that we have enough planks, let's go ahead and start producing more flour. We can make copper bars if the opportunity appears. Next. Oh, I still can't get fish. Very steadily making this. I want you to focus primarily on making, well, jerky or coal. Stop making coal for a little while, though. I want to gather wood. Busy producing fish. Okay. I get some food going here. Pack of crops. Pack of crops. All right. Well, if we can get it, we can get it. Is he doing reed work? A lot of construction around. Prioritize this building, please. Can you get over here and construct this? Our food supply is dwindling. It's taking so long to get this together that the city is getting mired in inefficiency. Here, deactivate the building so we can have more workers. Can we get this put together, please? There's no point in the Weaver until we're not starving. We need to increase our farming. All right. My last orders are here. Jerky, pie, and skewers. We're gonna go with that. We're gonna try to get the jerky, pie, and skewers thing. Oh wait, that's village requirements. It wants 12 of each type filled. Oh, that's gonna be really hard to get done. Smithy, a scribe, or a lumber mill. Fine. I guess that's going to be difficult. Because I won't have 36 people. for a long time. I'm going to have to build up to that. Hopefully we won't need to do that. For some time. I know, I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Just a handful of eggs left. Prioritize. Well, I thank you for finishing that. Point. New building type. Biscuits, pie, and pottery. Flour, scrolls, and paste. Roots and herbs farm. Oh, I see now. Current best indicates what I've already got. So I already have biscuits at a 2-star and pottery at a 2-star. The bakery would only be good for pie. This gives me access to scrolls and paste. Oh, I see. Well, I guess it's a rain mill. Not that I need it. All right. Can we get some biscuits made? Stonecutter camp. Small warehouse. All right. Harvester camp. Small farm. Weaver. Small warehouse. Here's another farm, which I threw up out of emergency. A trapper camp. Just almost out of food. Okay. Jorg is going to be here in about 7 minutes. We have a new perk. No way. Okay, beaver villagers do not increase hostility anymore. Okay, gonna get this going. How many? Brick houses did I build? None. Right. I was waiting for the stars to align, I guess. That lagged it. Hang on. We're froze. Oh. Okay, there we go. You're in the way. I need this now. Flour and eggs. Get biscuits on the way. Fish. And... oh, I don't know. Eggs. They'll try to assemble... scoop... what? Ooh, another lag spike. Come on now, game. You can do better than this, can't you? Requires rainwater collection. Biscuits is primary requirement. Something happened. We have a villager influx. 5 new beavers. Yes, come on in. Very well. Let me see what we can do about that. 5 new beavers. I can't destroy that. It doesn't work. Nope. Sorry. You thought you were clever. That was pretty good, but that's not going to work. But what I can do is destroy this. Put together a new path there instead. And then I can place the herb camp here. Right. And we will assign this guy to this one. We're going to need people cooking. Like, we're going to need a lot of people cooking. You can use whichever ones you can get. Harvest, please. Keep the wood coming. Busy growing stuff. Oh, come on. Not this again. Come on. There we go. Oh, my people are starving. We don't have a choice. Get that food. Go retrieve the nets. Trapper's camp is empty again. Go to sleep. Getting a little bit of something here. A little bit of something there. Fish is starting to come in. It should tide us over for now. Tricky. The fish will be in soon. We have to hope that there's food in the next area. As it is, we're subsisting on fish. Okay. Every single person get to work. Done. Done. We'll make a tavern. Food! Yes, what's this? Copper vein? Here's a little drizzlewing nest. It's not much, but we'll take it. Okay, where's my snoozed hunters? Well, we'll worry about that in a minute. Great. Let's see here. We get no, we're all out of dye. Huh, that worked. I don't know how that worked, but that worked. Suddenly we had more. Okay. We're hungry. We're working on it. We're gonna get there. I know it's no fun being hungry. Let me see. Where's my hunter? We're looking for a sleeping building. Here it is. Trapper camp. Come on up. Park right there. Let's get some folks getting food. This one's all hands on deck. Good. We now have the reed and plants we need to activate this. We have some leather, so we can manufacture boots also. We can do this work. Here's some craft work to do. Sure. Should get baking on all this stuff. Maybe a rain harvester. Tavern might be a good idea, actually. It's been rough out here. Right here. We don't have any ale, but we do have wine. That's done. Oh! Game's over! Congratulations, you've won your first game. You completed 10 orders from the Queen. You did a lot of trading this game. You completed 5 different glade events. You've won on the Scarlet Orchard. The Queen's impatience didn't even grow above 6. You won near an abandoned settlement. You made a big settlement. Nobody died. There were no strangers. We didn't find any encampments. An abandoned settlement, I guess it makes sure. So I can continue the game. It doesn't just yoink me out. Yoink! I thought that was a little bit disruptive. But okay. Game complete. What that was, I never found out. Gathering storm. Ancient battleground. Aphant's judgment was cleared. Thank you for watching. Oh boy, that was an interesting, whatever that was, yeah. Well, we can go to the city. We have deeds. The Viceroy's quarters. Okay, thank you. I have gained experience. Thank you. And I did some trading. New citadel upgrades. The cellar can produce wine and pickled goods and provisions. The smelter can produce copper, training gear, and pie. Pie? What? Okay. Ooh, road. Pathing. That's nice. Old Farloff, a new trader. He has metal, fuel, and tools, and building materials, and he'll have blueprints. Gain 3 barrels for every 10 planks produced, over diligent woodworkers. Gain detailed notes on different traders and their wares. Traders arrive faster. You completed 5 glade events. Good job. You won on the Scarlet Orchard biome. Here's a decoration for your house. The Queen never got impatient with you. Good job. You won near an abandoned settlement. Nice work. You won a game with 40 villagers. How about a lamp? Nobody died. Great work. You've leveled up. There's some new upgrades available for you, and the guild house is now available for building. The clan hall. Carnivorous traditions. I guess that's for the lizardmen. Distillery, I can now make that. Leatherworking. The stamping mill. Filling dish. Porridge production increases by 1 for every 150 units of drizzle water. Congratulations, you didn't complete any encampment events? Well, that happened. Pretty good. Your home awaits. You're about to meet Aunt Lori. Oh, you can change your gender. Nice. I'm a boy. Nice to meet you. Hi, Auntie. Oh, wow. She's pretty scorched. Okay. I'm still confused. Learning can feel like climbing a mountain. Raise your knees. Lean forward. Take smaller steps. And breathe. Keep breathing. And the mountain will climb itself. I may purchase upgrades. Let's calm the queen down. Advanced controls for what is being consumed and by whom. That could be handy, now that I'm getting a grip on things. Wow, I've unlocked all the way up to here. Trade routes. That could be really useful. Means spending everything I've earned so far. You may add more villagers to your start. You may pay Amber to re-roll blueprints. Oh, when I was cursing the fact that I couldn't try something different. A free embarkation point and faster walking speed. 1 additional option from cornerstone picking. When you finish a citadel, you will gain 10% more resources. Meat. You must have gears for this. This is a hard choice. This is obviously the most efficient option. This is the one that would benefit me immediately. Having more embarkation point would make every journey from here on out easier, bar none. This has the highest potential. We are going to establish trade routes and build outward. Oh, hi. Can you tell me a story? Hundreds of hearths in the smoldering city, and they're all incredibly old, but we don't know who built them or why. They weren't made by us. We can build a meager copy. The hearths predate the ancients. That's a very bold hypothesis. The carvings on them do not resemble those of anyone alive. Maybe they are remnants of our own past, when we still lived in the wilderness in harmony with nature. That's that. There's something I don't understand. Can you explain? I always seem to get the most useless blueprints. Do you now, kid? Sometimes things seem out of control. That's part of being a cog in the giant machine. We're often dealt with what seems like a bad hand, and we have to make the best of it. Don't have your heart set on doing things in one particular way. It leads to disappointment. Adapt and improvise. Try something new. What is Rainpunk? Rainpunk is the technology that fuels our most advanced machines and buildings. Only the most experienced viceroys have access to it. Permission to use it can be obtained in the Obsidian Archive. Have you used a rain collector before? Yes, a few times. Later on, you can use the rain to power rain engines, but even without them, rainwater can be useful. Porridge! Yeah, there's multiple recipes and events that require some hefty amounts of rainwater. It's never a bad idea to keep your tanks at least half full. Tell me more about the blight rot. Blight rot is a nasty parasite. Putrid growth that constantly infests our settlements. Its most common source is rainpunk technology. Leave a rain engine running for too long and you'll see purple toothy flowers growing all over it. And even if you're extremely careful with rainpunk, sometimes all it takes is one unlucky find in the woods, come across an infected caravan, and you're in trouble. The only thing you can do is build a blight post and stock up on purging fire. But blight raw sits can't be burned immediately. Their outer shells are impenetrable to any known tool or weapon. When they open during a storm, they're helpless, and the blight fighters come in. Using purging fire, they burn the cysts to a crisp, as if they never existed. Deal with blight rot as quickly as possible. Don't ever think about just ignoring it. If you let it spread, it will corrupt the ancient hearth and kill your villagers. You don't want to witness that. Tell me more about hostility. Well, hostility is the consequence of our actions. It's hard to explain, but the more we exploit the forest, the angrier it gets. Every new person in your settlement, every discovered glade, every year that passes affects hostility. It's a force we fight against, and it has a huge impact on both the weather and the people's well-being. But there are ways of dealing with it. Explore carefully, manage the woodcutters wisely, and choose the right cornerstones from the queen. It might be hard at first, but you'll find your footing eventually. My villagers keep starving. I've tried putting more of a focus on farming, yes. Of course I did. Trading can be a good short-term solution. Complex food production is the answer. I see. The bakery, the cookhouse, and the field kitchen. I should have gotten started on that sooner. She's right. Tell me more about trading. First thing you need is a trading post. As soon as it's up, the merchants come into the settlement. And I have been using them in every game. I built a trading post almost immediately in my first tutorial. You never know what will show up, but it's almost always something useful. Food, building materials, tools, blueprints, shortcuts. Amber is the main currency of the kingdom. We still barter in most cases. Pay with what you have. The guild's prices can seem unfair, but they have to cover travel costs and risks. Some viceroys, no, let's not rob the merchant. Why are my villagers always unhappy? Well, they're not, but let's ask. Harsh and inhospitable lands, far away from their families, and no guarantee of ever coming back. We need to keep them safe and give them a brief respite from their worries. Not really. Can you explain? Every species has its own preferences. If you don't give them their favorite food or their preferred type of entertainment, they will be unhappy. It's not always possible to please everyone, but we have to try. There are also other ways of keeping villagers happy. Upgrading hearths, mitigating hostility, or favoring one species over another. Oh, that control! I remember looking at that for a moment. That last option can be a bit risky. Thank you. Something I just asked that. I'm struggling a bit. Could you give me some advice? I see that the guild has finally allowed you to use their trade route network. That must have cost you a fortune. Well, I have been a friend to the traders. I have brought them in early, and they've never left empty-handed. Export goods to neighboring towns. Find the best deals and avoid bad investments. Always have enough provisions to send out a caravan. And check your neighbor's offers every season. Thank you kindly. I'm lost. What's up here? All right, thank you very much for joining me on today's game. Two effects, Gathering Storm and Ancient Battleground. And it's marshlands. Coral Forest. That's an interesting sound. Cursed Royal Woodlands. Sounds creepy. I get a lot of stuff if I clear this one. A lot of stuff, including the gears I needed. But this means walking straight into the lion's mouth. If you're going to go in through the lion's mouth, make sure it's spear first. See you later.